Konnichiwa and welcome back to Sharin No Kuni. If that scared you, I'm sorry for it, but I really wanted to try it out. Anyway, let's just get on with it. We finally continue this after that pause through all the Christmas thingies I had to go to. Well, not had to go to, I wanted to go to, but there was no time in between to do any recordings. And most of my recordings nowadays are very close to when I actually recorded it. So, welcome back. It's the first day of Christmas. Wait, the first or the... No, it's the second day of Christmas, for me at least. And maybe for you too, if you actually celebrate that. So yeah, Merry Christmas to all of you lovely people. And where were we? We were somewhere here. Oh, in Hoizuki's office? Why were we... Oh yeah, of course, a transition. Oh man, we get to something very sad already. Great for Christmas. Why am I even saying that? I shouldn't have mentioned it. Now for others who will see it in the future think, what the fuck? But they will see it probably on the date I uploaded this, so no problem there. Pop summoned me first thing in the morning. He wished to discuss the matter of Toka's parental authority. I had brought Kyoko-san and Toka with me. ... from both of them. Neither of them had spoken a word the entire way here.
早く解決していただきたい。
I would appreciate if you could resolve this matter with haste. Hoizuki glared at Kyoko-san.
娘の親権問題をめぐって森田の特別高等人の試験が遅延しているのです。
Morita's special high-class individual exam is being delayed due to this dispute over your daughter's parental authority.
すみません。
I'm sorry. She bowed her head in apology. Hoizuki probably saw Kyoko-san as something like an insect. After all, she was delaying an official state exam with her own petty family matters. Oh my.
今すぐに決めていただけませんか。そのために呼び出したのです。
I would like you to make a decision right now. That is why I have called you here.
それは...
The decision should be easy. She just tells her father, I want to stay with Kyoko-san, and then everything will be just happy dandy. You can visit your real parents when you finished school or something, or when you start living on your own. Where's the problem? Please wait, sir. They are still working out a few problems. I think it would be prudent to observe the situation for a bit longer. A slamming sound resonated throughout the room.
個人ののろまな足並みにペースを合わせていたら社会が成り立たん。
Society cannot continue to subsist if it lowers itself and matches the slow pace of the individual. Oh man, of course, he's always a dick to people. Toka was beyond frightened. Hoizuki pointed his cane at her forehead.
決めろ。
Decide! Kyoko-san was also stricken with fear. She couldn't move a single step. She couldn't even attempt to protect her daughter.
どちらの親だ。大根京子か。大根幸喜か。
Kuki. Okay, he's Kuki. Kuki, okay. Which parent will it be? One Kyoko or One Kuki?
お前は森田に迷惑をかけている。お前の親は人様に迷惑をかけてはいけないと教え育てなかったのか。
You are troubling Morita. Didn't your parents teach you not to trouble others? Hoizuki attempted to force Toka to the side with a mixture of violence and intimidation.
私は...
I, I... Toka tried desperately to force something, anything from her throat.
お母さん、お母さんがいいです。
Mom, I choose Mom.
どちらのお母さんだ？実の母親か？
Which mom do you mean? Your real mother? No.
京子か？いいのかそれで？実の母親を捨てるというのだな？
You wanted her to decide quickly. She decides and now you give her second doubts? Why? Kyoko then, are you okay with that? You will be deserting your real mother after all. Why is he poking again if she gave the answer he wanted to hear? I mean, it's not only that he wants to make sure, he also says something like she would lose her real parents just because of this decision, which is not the case.
悲しむぞ。血のつながった我が子に裏切られるのだからな。お前のために必死で働いて、カウンセリングも受けて、人生をやり直したというのに。
She will be heartbroken. After all, the precious daughter she gave birth to will be betraying even though she has put so much work into rebuild her life. Why is he such a dick? It would only be a couple of more years. What are 2 to 3 years in, or even maybe only 1 year in comparison to that? That is not so much of a difference. If they could wait 10 years, then a couple more years won't make any difference. Why is Hoizuki treating her like that? Why is he trying to get her to this, to push her into doubt after he wanted to just hear a proper decision? Why is this so... Why do they blow this matter up like it is such a big thing in the end?
そんな。
But...
それでもいいのか？
Are you okay with that?
京子もひどい人間だ。なぜ娘を本当の両親のもとに返してやろうとしないのだ？
By the way, Kyoko is quite a horrible person. Why is she trying to snatch a child away from her real parents? She didn't do anything like that. Not at all. She wanted to protect her in the end. I mean, the parental authority was given to her and she didn't make any attempt to persuade her to get her to let her go or give her back. She wanted that to be her own decision.
Kimero.
Decide again after you already decided. Hoizuki was acting strangely. He was telling her to decide, but purposely trying to make her waver in that decision. Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
どうしよ
What should I do? Toka looked back and forth from Kyoko-san to me. Maybe he wants to find out if it is really time to erase the obligation. And if she can't make such a decision, she most likely will not have her obligation erased. Could that be the case? Is he testing if she's really prepared to have the obligation released?
あなたの好きなようになさい。
Just choose who you want.
でも
Why are there so many buts? Let's see the facts. I think she lives with Kyoko-san now for about... let's see, she was too young to remember the abuse. So she was between 4 or 6 years old. So she lived with Kyoko-san for about 12 years, according to the introduction of the novel that every character is 18 years old. So between 1 and 6 years, children can forget a lot of things. So I assume she was 12 years with Kyoko-san. And now there are suddenly her real parents who want her back, and she doesn't know really much about them. So this decision should be easy as cake. And pie. And pancakes. I don't know why I'm so harsh on this, but this is what I feel. I mean, with Sachi, that feels really hard. Because I had such a huge attachment to Mana and all that. And that's why I thought it was more severe. I could understand Sachi, but this, I can't understand this. I can't understand this kind of hold up. Please enlighten me why this is so hard. Toka shivered like a small animal, about to be eaten. Give me 3 days. As soon as I said that, Hoizuki nodded. It was like he already knew.
それまでにお前が決めさせるというのだな。
And you will make her decide within that time period? Yes. If I fail to do so, then you may consider it a failure in my exam as well.
よかろう。急げ。
Very well. Do not dawdle. He finally lowered the cane he had been pointing at Toka.
もう帰っていいの？
We can go now? Yeah, you two can go on ahead.
失礼しました。
Excuse me? Wow, he again puts his... Is there something to eat? No. He again puts his exam on the line. Kyoko-san and Toka hung close to each other and left the room. The thing is, special high-class individuals are not supposed to be attached to their to their subordinates? To their rehabilities. So that their only aim should be to get the rehabilitation done. So he constantly, well, at least 2 times in a row, gets personally involved and has his own feelings in its way, which is a good thing, so he contains a bit of his humanity, which Hoizuki seems to have lost. Majority of it, at least. What was all that about? I started asking questions as soon as the door closed behind them. If you really wanted her to choose someone, you could have made her, right?
娘の意思を尊重しただけだ。
Why, I am merely respecting her free will. Stop joking around. I had tried to make my voice as menacing as possible, but Hoizuki was having none of it. He just shook his head at me.
そしてその意志が脆弱なものであるという、その過程を森田の工学のために見せておこうと思ったのだ。
I am also doing this for the sake of your future reference, Morita. I will let you experience firsthand just how fragile that free will really is.
あの娘はこれから迷い出す。どちらの親を選ぶのか。正解のない問題に直面して慌てふためく。高等人はそんな愚かで歩みの遅い人間を導いていかねばならん。
That girl will now hesitate. She will agonize over which parent to choose. She will be vexed by this question without a right answer. And as high-class individuals, it is our duty to lead such foolish Wemmis people. In other words, I had played white into Pop's hands.
3日以内だ。必ず決めさせろ。人に決断させられない人間は人の上に立てんぞ。
You have 3 days. Have her make a decision within that time frame. Someone incapable of forcing others to decide is similarly incapable of acting as a leader. I left the room with my fist trembling. Okay, he's a dick, alright. I have a little bit of a problem with my throat. It sometimes hurts when I talk. Not all the time. Don't worry about that. It's just a little. It's a really minor aching that is more uncomfort than actual pain, and I don't know what it is. I was expecting to get sick from yesterday to today, but it didn't happen, and it didn't got worse at all, but it also didn't got better, so I don't know what it is exactly. I just hope it will go away on its own. Toka was already on the phone when I got back home.
元気は元気だよ。特に問題はないかな。
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm doing fine. We are not having any problems at the moment. Liar!
ご飯？ちゃんと毎日食べてるよ。
Meals? Yeah, I eat properly every day. Oh, that's not entirely true. I mean, you eat a lot of fast food.
いや、外食が多いかな。あとお弁当。料理はあんまりしないね。
No, I'd say we eat out a lot. Also, boxed lunches. Yeah, we don't really cook much. I didn't see Kyoko-san in the living room.
甘いものが好きかな。子供だし。お母さん。あなたは？
I guess I love sweet things. I am a kid after all. According to the beginning of the novel, you are 18 years old, and I stick to that premise. So you're not a kid, you're just behaving like one right now. What about you? Toka was in the middle of a conversation with Sachio.
電話は迷惑じゃないよ。お母さんも止めないよ。だからいつでも電話してくれていいよ。いいけど、
Phones calls are no problem. Mom allows them. You can call whenever you want. Well, that's fine, but is the S not a little bit too much? Phone calls should be written there. I detected a hint of hesitation in Toka's voice. Koizuki's words earlier seemed to have affected her.
子供とかいないの？そう、新しい子、私の妹とか弟とか。
Do you have any kids? Wait, a new child? They'd be my little sister or little brother.
そんな、そこまで私のこと。
No way. You'd do that for me? Wait, what? They would have had sex to get another child? Just so she has a little sister or brother? What were they talking about? About the bees and the birds. The birds and the bees. The birds and the bees. Something like that. It didn't seem like they had any more children yet, but...
会いたい。私も一度会ってみたいよ。でも、お母さんがちょっと悲しむかなって。ごめんなさい。
Yeah, I'd like to meet you. Yeah, I'd like to meet you at least once too. But Mom might get upset. Yeah, I'm sorry. Why? Just go there, meet them, and decide already. What's the hold up?
いいんだよ。私バカだから何も覚えてないよ。虐待なんてそんなのなかったんだよ、きっと。
That's okay. I'm stupid, so I don't remember it. I'm sure you didn't abuse me or anything. What did they do then? They were probably attempting to apologize to her about the abuse in the past.
田舎町だからね。こっちの住所もわからなかったんでしょ。だから、気にしてないよ。そんな、今更だなんて思ってないよ。
Wow, you can't make it right for everyone. You have to make it right for you. Because it is in the end, it's her or your life if you are at this decision. You have to think for yourself and not always. You should of course consider the feelings of others, but if it is inevitable to hurt the feelings of someone else, but you have to make a decision, then the last thing you should consider are your own feelings and then see what for you yourself is the best in the end. But even that decision is subjective, so I'm just talking out of my behind. You didn't know the address because we live out in the sticks, right? So yeah, it didn't bother me. Not at all. No, I don't think you're doing this too late. For example, if you are in a relationship and someone tries to tear you apart, the decision is clear. You want to stick with the one you're living together, the one you're loving. So even if you would hurt the feelings of the other, the feeling of your partner would be more valuable than the feeling of the other party. So that, for instance. So I mean, she lived 12 to 10 years with Kyoko-san, so the choice should be really clear that she sticks with the person she knows the best and not getting her into a potential danger even though they say they are rehabilitated.
声聞けて嬉しいよ。二人とも生きていてくれて嬉しいよ。
I'm happy I got to hear your voice. Yeah, I'm happy. You guys are doing okay. I'm happy you guys are doing okay. Toka sought solace in the arms of others. She had lived her entire life under the thumb of her mother, so perhaps that was a natural conclusion. Wait, what? So maybe this is important, wait. Maybe that's an important thing for me to really understand it. Let me see what solace means. On, load up. There we go. Solace. Oh. Okay. Encouragement. Relation. Huh. Okay. But would a girl like that be able to make this decision? Toka was on the phone for nearly an hour.
どうしよう。
What should I do? How'd it go?
ケイチ。
Can you... I don't even need to know that. She went up to me.
私、わかんなくなってきちゃった。
I'm even more confused now. Huh?
子供、作らないんだって。
They said they're not going to have any more children. Why?
私が一番大事だから、私だけをしっかり育てたいんだって。昔、私にひどいことをしてたから、せめて私を幸せにしてから次の子供を作りたいんだって。
How old are you? Are the developers lying to me, or is the coming of age with 21 years? Because I'm the most important person to them. They want to be able to raise me properly. They said that they want to make me happy before they have another child. Because they treated me so poorly in the past. She didn't even pause to take a breath.
もちろん義務なんか使わずにだよ。向こうに行くことになっても義務はなくなるって。
Of course, they are not going to use the obligation. They said they'll get rid of it if I go live with them. Well, that's a given.
がっかりするだろうな。口には出さないけど、私にそばにいてほしいんだろうな。
I'm sure they'll be disappointed. They never said it outright, but I'm sure they want me to choose them. Well, obviously, I mean, there wouldn't be any reason if they would not like to do that. Otherwise, they wouldn't have even bothered trying to contact you. Guess it was time to try a few things. Are they speaking ill of Kyoko-san, perchance?
言わないよバカ。そんな人たちじゃないんだよ。
Hell no, you idiot! They are not that kind of people! She was starting to trust them. By just talking with them over the phone, not even seeing them, directly talking to them, seeing them act and smell them. And yes, I mean smelling them. I mean, the smell is a very important criteria, at least for me. Sorry, why don't you go live with them? You can have your dad teach you how to cook. She held her breath. You'll never be able to learn it properly if you're not allowed in the kitchen.
それはそうだけど、でもお母さん、京子お母さんが私を今まで育ててくれたんだから。
That's true, but Mom, my mother is the one who raised me up until now, and... My mother, was it? Yeah, Kyoko-san would be left alone if you went to live with them. She couldn't control her sobs.
みんな一緒に暮らすっていうのはダメかな。
Of course. Can't we all just live together? Have you forgotten how Kyoko-san acted yesterday? Yep, she was pretty pissed at them. She started acting like that just because she had to talk to Koki.
うまくいかないね。
It wouldn't work out, would it? I felt like sobbing a bit myself. You have to choose one or the other. Toka sulked off into her room, her shoulders drooping.
森田くん。
Kyoko-san came out of her room, taking Toka's place.
どうか、なんだって？
What did Toka say? ... I was a bit reluctant to tell her, honestly. Toka's in her room if you wish to speak to her. Ask her directly, damn it!
昨日のことを怒ってるの？どうかに向かって声を荒げてしまった私を。
Is she angry about yesterday? I got a little rough with her and all. Man, I just don't get you. I made eye contact with her. I mean, like, okay, so just a little while ago, you were all like, "Oh, Toka, I'm so sorry for being so strict with you. I'll take it easy from now on." But yesterday you came out with, "You are not my child." Seriously, that's crossing the line.
わかっているわよ。
You think I don't know that? She was feeling sorry for herself.
でも、うまく感情のコントロールができなくて。
But I just couldn't keep my emotions under control. She looked down, breaking eye contact. Fine then, if you can't control yourself, why don't you just return Toka to her original parents?
それは。
That's... You are hiding something. Tell me the full story. Then I can help you convince Toka. She snapped her head back up. You don't want that to happen, do you? Then why don't you go talk about it with Toka? She's in her womb, like I said.
あの子、怒ってないかしら。私、軽蔑されてないかしら。
Do you think she's mad at me? Do you think she hates me now? They are both kinda acting like children right now. They are both, oh, Kenichi, can you help me? Oh, Kenichi, I can't decide that and this and They both seem not to be in the right minds right now. Do you think she's mad at me? Do you think she hates me now? But the obvious answer is no, she doesn't hate you at all. How troublesome. Come to think of it, it's almost your birthday, right?
ええ、忘れていたけど。
Huh? Yeah, I forgot. It's 3 days from now, right? Oka's really looking forward to it.
そう。少し嬉しいわね。
The problem is, in 3 days, the decision has to be made. Oh, wait. Yeah, that makes me happy. She started blushing. Then why don't you show Toka how happy that makes you? I don't care if you do it by fooling around even. I'll help you out.
もう、そんな気分じゃないのよ。
I am not really in the mood for that, says the person who kept saying, oh my, and acting like a doting parent.
あれは所詮、お遊びだから。
I was just playing around. Playing around is important, as are smiles. He's got a good point there. You have to play around once in a while. Like I do. I'm a little bit too strict, aren't I? Oh man. My words didn't get through to her. She shook her head at me and retreated back into her room. My eyes went to the telephone. Kyoko-san and Toka lived in the same house, but the difference between them was as wide as a canyon. It was almost time for dinner. It had been quite some time since Kyoko-san had applied for the cancellation of Toka's obligation. However, she still had yet to cook a meal. Kyoko-san, ready for dinner? I tapped lightly on her door.
今日は気分が悪いのでいらないわ。
I'm not feeling well today. I don't feel like eating. No, I mean, make some dinner. There was a pause.
ごめんなさい。今日は。
I'm sorry. Not today. With that, I went to Toka's room. Hey, come on out for a second. I heard a muffled voice from the other side of the door.
何？
What is it? I thought you guys were gonna buy a rice cooker at some point. We can't really cook without one.
今日はいい。なんかお腹痛い。
I'll pass for today. My stomach kind of hurts. Eh? How does it hurt?
うるさい。
Shut up! Well, it hurts because you're hungry. My stomach starts to hurt when I'm hungry. Huh?
いいからあっち行ってよ。
Enough already. Just leave me alone. Ah, maybe it was that time of the month. Oh, yeah, oh, okay, that would explain it. Fine, I'll go shopping by myself. I'd probably end up eating by myself too. Itadakimasu! Sachi! Sachi is there. I.
なんで？
Wait, what?
ここトーカの家だよね。なんで家主がいないのに私たちが勝手に飯食ってんの？
This is Toka's house, ain't it? Why are we eating here when the landlady is not even around? Well, I've brought you here for a little project. You see, I want you to cheer up Toka with your energetic type abilities.
そういうこと。いきなり炊飯器持って部屋に来てちょっと来いやとか言うから何かと思った。
What? So that's what's going on? I was really surprised when you showed up at my room holding a rice cooker like that. So you understand what's going on?
どうか元気ないの？
Toka's feeling a little down? Well, some stuff has happened recently.
私深いの苦手だよ。内面とか精神とか心の機微とか。
I'm not good with deep stuff, you know, like the inner workings of the heart, or the soul, or the subconscious of whatever you call it, or whatever you call it. I'm also not good with that, but I try my best. Yeah, that's fine. Just say whatever comes to mind. Sachi stared off into space for a bit, thinking.
いっか。私が絵を描いてる時もトウカには応援してもらってたしね。
Well, okay, sure. Toka supported me when I was painting that picture after all. Alright, enough talk. Have at her.
ウィ
Oh, it's so cute. Sachi barged into Toka's room without bothering to knock.
こんちゃ
Hello there!
ー。
Toka didn't move a muscle. Sachi's intrusion must have startled her something fierce.
なになに？なんか悩みがあるの？
Well, what's up? Something bothering you?
どうしたのサチ？
What's this about, Sachi?
いいから話してみ。
It's alright. Just talk to me. Sachi leaned against the wall and crossed her arms. Really?
ケンイチ、サチに何か話したの？
Kenichi? Kenichi? What did you tell Sachi?
何も聞いてないって。いいからほら、思ってること言いなよ。私が一番わかりやすく解決してあげるから。
He didn't tell me anything. Come on now, just tell me what's up. I'll solve any problems you have in a jiffy. She opened her mouth hesitantly.
ほらほらほら。
Come on, come on, come on! Toka sighed, resigned to her fate.
私のお母さんってね。
My mom?
実はお母さんじゃなくて、本当は別のお母さんがいて、そのお母さんとお父さんが私が一緒にいればいいって思ってて、でもお母さんは寂しくなっちゃうだろうからどうしようって話。
Well, it's like there's this other mom who isn't mom, and that mom and my dad want to be with me, but mom will be lonely if that happens, so I was wondering what to do.
もう一回言って。
Could you run that by me again?
だからお母さんが2人いて、お母さんとお父さんお母さんがちょっと仲が良くなくて、それでお母さんがいいのかお父さんお母さんがいいのかどうしようって話。
That sounds confusing because Sachi didn't knew that her mom wasn't her real mom, but she has a real mom who lives somewhere else. I mean, I have two moms, and my mom doesn't get along well with my mom and dad, so I need to decide if I want to live with mom or with mom and dad.
だいたいわかった。ただちょっともう一回言ってくれる？
Yeah, I think I understand now, but could you repeat all that just one more time?
ごめん。私こういうの筋道立てて話すの苦手で。
Sorry, I'm not good at explaining stuff clearly.
大丈夫大丈夫。
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
お母さんと別のお母さん夫婦が喧嘩気味で、私がどっちか決めなくちゃいけなくて、それでお母さんのあれがこうで、
My mom's like having a fight with a different mom, and I have to choose between one of them. And the mom is like, this, and...
どうかって、私より国語ダメなんじゃない？
Man, you suck at language even more than I do, don't you? Now that you mention it, Sachi pounded her fist into her palm.
まあ要するに
京子先生がトウカのお母さんじゃなくて別のお母さんと本当のお父さんのあれがちょっとまずい系で、その辺シビアにどうすんのってことでしょ？
So, in other words, Kyoko-sensei isn't your mom, and a different mom and your weird dad are being all like, you know, and it's like totally not going well, and it's all like so severe, and you're like, what do I do, right? No, she had no idea what Tohoka had just said, did she? Well, it sounds like that, more or less.
そうなんだよ。
Kenichi, she's a woman. And women understand each other. Just because you don't understand what she said, doesn't mean that she didn't understand what a different woman says. I know that sounds sexist, but come on, admit it, it's true. Sometimes we don't understand what one woman says to another, but they understand each other. And that's where the problems come when women and men talk to each other. Yeah, that's what's going on. My god! They could understand each other!
どうすればいいかな？
I wonder, what should I do? What I should do, I mean. She started looking at Sachi with different eyes.
よーし、そんなの簡単じゃん。
Alright, it's simple. Huh?
お金がある家を選ぼう。
You just gotta choose the home with more money. Wait, what? That's Sachi! Would she leave me if she would know that I'm a poor bastard? Oh god, if that would be the case, I would never have a chance on her because I'm a poor bastard. Oh god, I need a sour gummy bear. Hey now.
向こうの家の方がお金あるのかな？
So, does the other home have more money?
それはそうだと思う。二人とも働いてるらしいし。
I think so. They both work at least. She didn't sound very interested.
でもトウカも町を出たいって言ってたじゃん。ほら、川辺で騒いだ時さ、料理の専門学校に行きたいって。
You said you wanted to leave this town, didn't ya? Remember? Back when we were partying down at the riverside? You said you wanted to go to a culinary school.
やりたいことやろうとするとお金かかるよ。私も最近ギャンブルやめちゃったからマジで貧乏だしね。
It takes money to do what you wanna do. I should know. I gave up gambling a while, so I'm starting to really hurt for cash.
そういうお金に釣られてみたいなのはちょっと。
Yeah, but that would make it feel like I'm just doing it for the money, and that's kinda, you know.
何それ？世の中にはお金より大事なものがあるっての？そういう決まり文句こそ貧乏を経験したことのない何よりの証拠だよ。これ偉い人の名言ね。
Who are you, Sachi? What happened to the lovely person who cared for Mana and is in love with Kenichi Morita? What happened to you? What the fuck? You can just tell that right in front of me that you only love me because I have money? And that you never cared for Mana? You would have given up everything for her. She herself said, I haven't read it yet, but, you know, sorry that I haven't read it yet, but I have to bring it out right now. So if you're listening to it right now, I'm sorry, please read it right now. I have to get it out of my system. Right the fuck now? I mean, she even said, what good is money worth when you can't protect the one with it you love? That's what Sachi said back when she asked if she could get rid of her obligation by paying it with money, and flung it around everywhere and said, oh no, if I can't save Mana with it, what worth has money in the world? And now she's acting like this? The hell are you talking about, girl? Tell me, Just what in this world is more important than money? Spouting cliches like this just proves to me that you've never experienced poverty. It's a pretty famous saying by some big shot, you know?
トウカがこの町を出るってのは私も寂しいよ。でも人間自分がやりたいことをやるのが一番だって。一生懸命やってればそのうちきっとお金より大事なものがゲットできるんだって。
Sure, you make people lonely, myself included, if you leave town, but you know what? If you gotta do something, you gotta do it. It'll be for the best. And you know what? And you know what else? If you keep at it, you might just find something more important than money.
Oh, okay, now we are back on track.
でも私、そこまで料理を。
But I don't really like cooking that.
She trailed off in the middle of her sentence and looked up at Sachi with imploring eyes.
サチみたいに、そこまで真剣なのかどうかわからないし、才能だってあるかどうか。
I don't know if I can be as serious about it as you are. And I don't know if I really have the talent for it.
いや、その辺私にもわかんないけど。
Well, I don't have a damn clue about that stuff either.
Sachi smiled broadly. It was a bit out of place in my opinion.
好きならいいじゃん。やってみなって。
If you like doing what you're doing, then that's just fine. Come on, give it a shot.
Out of place as it was, that smile of hers managed to put both Tooka and myself at ease. I am absolutely livid right now.
なんか、ありがとね。
Ah, thanks.
こういうのってみんな気を使ってうかつなこと言わないかと思ったけど、サチは友達だもんね。
I had figured that everyone would just dance around the issue, you know, trying not to say anything too drastic or whatever, but you're really my friend, huh, Sachi?
いや、思ったことを情け容赦なく口にしただけだから。
Nah, I just said whatever popped into my head. No mercy and all.
Yeah, Sachi is pretty straightforward.
大変だろうけど、そういうのって実は答えが決まってたりすると思うんだよね。
I know it might seem tough at times, but when the going gets tough, you've probably already made up your mind.
ああ、わかんない。とにかく頑張れってこと。
Oh, I don't know. Anyway, just give it your all, okay?
うん。よく考えてみる。
Yeah, I think about it some.
じゃあ、私帰るね。あとはケンイチとごゆっくり。
Well, I've got a jet. Have fun with Kenichi.
You're leaving already?
ちょいと仕上げが残ってるから。
Yeah, I still need to apply a few finishing touches.
She tore out of the room, waving a hand behind her.
あ、またね。
See you later.
Should I walk you home?
いい。そんなことより、トウカについててあげなよ。
Nah, that's okay. You need to be with Tooka right now.
Sachi made a rather complicated expression. What's wrong?
まずいこと言ったかなって。
Well, I'm just kind of wondering if maybe I went too far.
You think so?
だって最後さ、トウカが私のこと気遣ってくれたじゃん。サチは友達だもんねって。
Well, I mean, she got pretty worried about me at the end there, didn't she? Saying I was such a great friend and all.
Yeah, what's the problem with that?
優しいよ、マジで。余計に悩ませちゃったかも。
She's way too kind, seriously. Maybe I just gave her something else to worry about.
Nah, you're just overthinking it. Well, probably.
家族の深そうな問題でしょ。結構追い込まれてると思うんだよ。私だったら、あんたに何がわかんのよって打ち切れてるよ。
This is a pretty complex family issue, isn't it? I'm sure she is feeling driven into a corner right about now. If it were me, I'd be all like, what the hell do you know about me? You know, get all indignant. He's feeling driven into a corner?
見た目より全然ヤバそうだよ。
Yeah, it's much worse than it looks. I see. Thanks.
じゃあね。
See ya. Later. Sachi left. No smooch as a farewell? No? Okay. I realized the significance of Sachi's words when I returned to Tooka's room. Tooka was so busy fretting over things that she hadn't even noticed my entry. Tooka?
ケイチ。
She approached me, just a tad unsteadily.
ねえ、サチの言う通りなのかな？
Hey, do you agree with what Sachi says?
私、好きな料理するために都会に行くべきなのかな？
Do you think I should go to the city so I can do what I love? Cooking, I mean.
でも、自分のことばっかり考えてていいのかな？
But like, isn't that being pretty selfish?
あ、いや、サチみたいに才能があって真剣ならそういうのもいいと思うんだよ。
I mean, it'd be all well and good if I had the talent and drive that Sachi has, but...
違う。別にサチと私を比較してもしょうがないんだけど、なんていうか、よくわかんない。
Wait, I know it's pointless to compare myself to Sachi, but I don't really understand. Just like Sachi had said, Loka was worrying about this way more than I had anticipated. Wait, there's something... Isn't that being pretty selfish? Sometimes I think you have to be selfish for your own good. You can't always make everyone happy in your life. And that reminded me of my ended relationship. I mean, I wasn't selfish there. I let her go. I don't really want to elaborate that right now, but I let her be and let her go. But she was still worrying about me because she knew me at least for over 2 years, and yeah. Let's say it was a very addictive relationship on my part. And it affects me still today for some reason. But I've let her go because I couldn't drag her to something that I wouldn't want her to drag her into something that would have made her life more complicated. So I gave her an easy way out, even though it probably has scarred me for life. But at least she can now live all the dreams she had, all the things she wanted to do. I ever only wanted to do one thing. Fall in love and basically finding your soulmate, live together with them and just enjoy each other and do things those do. I have a pretty basic thing about, I'm pretty easy to satisfy as soon as I get what I want. That shouldn't sound selfish. I mean, I'm easily to satisfy in a relationship. Very easy. And I'm someone who sacrifices a lot of himself to actually satisfy my partner or the other thing. Which can be very self-destructive, but I think I don't have very much depth to myself. I don't have such high aspiring things I want to get. I just want to live life and enjoy most of it. And yeah, if I have a way to enjoy something someone else I really care and I really love, then I would work pretty hard to achieve it for them, to support them in that matter. So, yeah. But back then she made the decision that, well, not really a decision, it was more complicated than just a simple decision. But I made the decision to leave her, let her be, and giving her up for her own good. Not my own good, but for her own good. And I'm happy that she said it before I got even more invested. I was already pretty hard invested, but yeah, as I said, I rather wanted her to be happy than to stick with me and still trying to make me happy. But sometimes, even if you think everything was good as it was, it just won't go that way. As I said, I myself would describe me as a broken man. I'm pretty broken inside, and I more or less compensated a lot with video games now. And going through all the emotional stuff, I picked up visual novels now. I play a lot of different games, and I think I played as much as I never did before. No, that would be a lie. I played before that even more. Before I even started YouTube. I just found this as my personal catalysator for my self-worth. I basically try to boost my self-esteem and my self-worth with YouTube. And I'm really happy that I found a few people here that are invested in what I have to say, that are into the story and want to see what I think about it and what I do here and what it make me think about in my own life and stuff like that. And the more happy I am, the more people I get. That's why I'm so happy about so much comments, just to communicate and help out other people. Because that's more or less what I try to do. I try to help out other people. And in the process, I try to help myself out. To not lose myself totally. In self-pity, more or less. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue with this. I think that's enough. You're not going to choose Kyoko-san?
わかんなくなっちゃった。
I just don't know anymore. She was completely lost.
お母さんと一緒に暮らすつもりだったけど、向こうのお父さんとお母さんの声聞いてるうちに、なんだかかわいそうになってきて。
I was planning to stay with Mom, but whenever I hear my other mom and dad's voices, I start feeling sorry for them. But won't you just start feeling sorry for Kyoko-san if you choose them?
そうなんだよ。だから困ってるんだよ。
I know. That's why I'm so worried. As I said, you could just tell her, finish your education, take on an apprenticeship, and just visit your parents once in a while. I don't see this problem. This problem is they blow up this problem way more than it should have. I liked Sachi's thing. I could understand Sachi's thing and all. But this is just way too blown up problems. It could be so easy. She was about to burst into tears.
お母さん、京子お母さんは私を今までずっと育ててくれたのに。
Even though, Mom, my mother is the one who raised me until now. However, Kyoko-san is a bit unstable, right?
疲れてるんだよ。 最近はいろいろなことがあったから。
She's just tired. A lot of stuff has been happening recently. We weren't making any progress here. Maybe it would have been best to just follow Pop's lead and try to force her to choose one or the other. I was gonna fail this thing if she didn't decide in 3 days after all.
ケンイチ、どうしよう。何かいい方法ないかな。
Kenichi, what should I do? Isn't there some easy way to resolve this? Actually...
何？
Yeah, what is it? If she were a puppy, her tail would have been wagging right about now. It would have been all too easy to make her do exactly what I wanted her to do. It would have been all too easy to make her do exactly what I wanted her to do. You should think about things in the morning. Nighttime is for sleeping, not thinking.
何それ。
What the heck? I could see that I had disappointed her from the bottom of her heart. We still have time. Talk to Kyoko-san, talk to your other parents over the phone, try cooking some food, whatever. Just try doing as much as you can.
ケンイチの役立たず。
Some help you are, Kenichi. She puffed out her cheeks. Well, I can make it so you never wake up if you want.
いいよ、もう。
Whatever. Toka flung herself onto her bed. I couldn't sleep with that on my mind. See you tomorrow. Her utterly despondent sigh weighed heavily on my mind as I left her room.
森田くん、ちょっといいかしら。
Morita-kun, do you have a moment? Kyoko-san was still Toka's mom, no matter how much trouble she was causing her. I bought you a rice cooker for your birthday.
ありがとう。
Thank you. So what is it?
10日のことなんだけど。
It's about Toka. What else? I'm sure it is. Not like there's much point in talking about the weather, eh?
真面目に聞いてよ。
Take this seriously. Let me tell you something. Your worries are totally insignificant in the face of what I have to deal with every day. I can never quite be sure if the world is going to end tomorrow or not, you know? Keeps me awake at night.
もう。
Wow, he is really high up in the sky right now. Oh, jeez. Now, if you excuse me, it's time for my body purification ritual. Please do not disturb me.
悪かったわ。私ももっと心に余裕を持てって言いたいんでしょ。
Okay, my bad. You want me to act with a little more dignity, don't you? Yeah, you got it. I'd have started questioning that degree of yours if you hadn't, really. Just a bit of dignity crept into her expression. Kyoko-san, now is the perfect time to use your obligation.
え？
Order her to stay with you.
ふざけないでよ。もう義務なんかに頼らないって決めたのに。
Wait, what did he just say? Don't joke around. I've already decided to never rely on that thing again. There's nothing wrong with taking the easy way out. Do it. Come on, do it. Order her around with that lovely scowl of yours. Kyoko-san's face darkened. I guess I had gone a little too far with that joke.
義務で10日の自由を奪ってしまったわ。苦しめてしまった。
I took away Toka's freedom with that obligation. I made her suffer. She groused to no one in particular. Well, aren't we angsty?
やっぱり血のつながった母親の元に返すべきよね。
Maybe she really should live with the woman who gave birth to her. Huh? Where the hell is your confidence, Kyoko-san? Haven't you guys been getting along great recently?
だって
That was... Well, if I took Kyoko-san's past into consideration, I could sort of understand where she was coming from.
何と言われようとも私は10日を傷つけてしまったから。
Regardless of what anyone says, I ended up hurting Toka. You mean the burn?
そう。
やけどを負わせてしまったのは私だし。
That's right. I'm the one responsible for it. It was an accident. There's nothing you could have done about it. That's right. He's right. Her shoulders trembled slightly. Huh?
もっと私の親がちゃんとした親だったら、私ももう少しどうかにいい教育ができたのに。
So you're blaming your parents for not being a good parent. That caused an incident to Tooka? What weird chain is that? It could have been a better mother for Tooka if my parents had done a better job raising me.
親のせいにしても始まらないのだけれどね。
Blaming my parents isn't going to fix anything, is it? Right you are. I nodded, then offered Kyoko-san the same proposition that I had offered Tooka earlier. How about getting some sleep? You can think about all this tomorrow. Kyoko-san looked like she had more to say, but I guess she couldn't find the words. She probably just didn't want to be left all alone. She offered me the same despondent sigh as Tooka, then returned to her room. It was almost like there were two kids living here, and I was their parent. Pretty much what I said somewhere in this episode. And there we go. Alright! I hope you enjoyed this episode.
おはよう、お母さん。
As I said, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like if you did. Comment the heck out of the comment section. And yeah, the most important thing of all is I hope I will see you in the next episode. Stay tuned.